feel like I'm like squeaking a lot. Okay, so real quick, I wanted to come on with you because I wanted to go over the emotional tone scale. Okay, this is something that I've learned from my mentors, and it's really helped me to center myself. Hi, Miss McKenna. To center myself and recognize where I'm at and where I want to be. Okay, and that's based on my emotions, because right now, everyone, we're like on this high right now. Our team is like right there to hit director, and not only are we cheering each other on here, but we have our leaders cheering us on. We have their leaders cheering us on. Like, it's mind blowing on how much support we are getting, whether it's emotional support, you know, they're just cheering us on in the chats, in our groups, and in lives, and I'm like, oh my God. So I wanted to go over this with you guys because this is something what I use, I'm sharing with you so that way you can be just as successful as everyone. We all deserve this success. Like, we are all rising to the top. And that's what I love about pharmacy, is that it's not just that one person. It's not just your leader. This is you too. You are able to do this yourself. You are able to get up there to director yourself and above. And so we are working with each other. We're helping each other. We're pushing each other. And this is freaking, this is like crazy. Oh my God. Like, So in order for us to succeed, we have to make sure that we are checking in constantly to where we are at, okay, emotionally. So this is the emotional tone scale. This is actually the scale. I actually colored it myself because I'm out of color paper, color inks. I'm like, whatever. So I just printed it out and I colored it. And this is based on the copy that I sent in our messenger, in our chat group, okay? So this is basically, it's a chart. It's a chart that you want to use. So you can put it up. I actually have it up in the room so that way I can reference it to where I'm currently at. So right now, everyone right now, I believe in our team is kind of like in this area. We're kind of like in that green, orange, yellow area. So we're like eager, we're happy, we're passionate, we're like, yes, we're like going for it, right? So a lot of us are up here, okay? But there are times where we are going to dip because as we go up, we come down. It's like we're on a roller coaster right now, ladies. We're just like pushing. We are focusing on getting our team, building our numbers, hitting that rank. So we're just like, there's a yes, no, there's no, there's a yes. Like, we are just freaking going up and down right now. So right now, the emotional tone scale is going to be your BFF right now. And even throughout your life, throughout your business, throughout even your personal life, family, work life, whatever. This is an amazing tool because what you do is you recognize where you're at. So right now we're at happiness, we're at eager, we're like, yes, we're getting this. And then when we get a no, what happens? We tend to dip down. Okay, all right, so I'm optimistic, right? I'm optimistic, I'm hopeful. And then we get another no. And then what do? You drop. You're like, ugh, what the hell? So then you start to get irritated, right? We started to get irritable. Irritation, now we start to doubt ourselves, now we start to worry. And then what happens when we stay here in that worry, in that red zone, when we start to get no's over and over, because we can give ourselves pep talks. Like, let's just be real. Let's just be 100% real. That's what I want to be with you ladies. And I want you to be that to yourself, okay? Be real. When we start to kind of hang out here in the red, what starts to happen? All right, so we dip again. Crap. Now I'm feeling insecure. Now I'm feeling guilty. I'm not worthy. Like, shit, maybe I shouldn't like be growing my team. Maybe I shouldn't be growing my business. Like, you start to have all these freaking doubts in your head. And that is just simply because we're freaking human. We are human. And so we notice that we're here, okay? Then we start to dip down where it's the bottom. Look at the bottom emotions. We start to be fearful. We're despair. We start to feel powerless. And we feel that in our bodies. Like, you feel that weight coming in. You're like, shit. Like, what the hell, you know? You start to come down here, okay? And here's the most important thing about knowing where you are emotionally. Know where you're at, but don't stay there, okay? You can recognize it. Recognize that negative feeling. Recognize that negative emotion, but don't stay there. Don't stay there, okay? Because guess what's going to happen? You're going to keep pushing. You're going to keep pushing. And then what do you know? You get a yes, okay? It's a yes where there's like, okay, yeah, let me think about it. And then also when you start to really look at your no's, it's a no. That just means no, not right now. right? So you start to come up. Okay, cool. I'm a little irritated, but I'm not so much, right? You start to come up to content, right? You're content with the answer. Okay, well, they said no, but they didn't say like, don't bother me anymore. They're still in my group, right? They're still liking my stuff. They're still, liking, commenting, maybe even sharing my stuff, whether it's in my group or on my personal page. They're still viewing my stuff on my story. So you're like, okay, cool. So you bring it up. You're coming up, right? You're bringing yourself, and there's positive expectation. That's on there. That's an emotion. Because you're like, okay, well, maybe I can freaking do this. All right, maybe I am going to do this, right? So you start lifting yourself up. Lift yourself up emotionally. Because once you're up here again, guess what? You're on that high. You're like, yes, let's go, let's go, let's go. Like, work your way up and keep yourself up there. And know that when you get your no's, you can dip, but don't freaking dip low and don't stay there, okay? A no means not yet. Not right now, okay? That's all it means, is not right now. So let's not stay down here. And if we do tend to come down here, because we do, okay? Let's just be honest, we do. Hi, Miss Tina. That is okay, because now we know where we stand and we know where we want to be, okay? So this is very important to have with you, to post it up, to see it, okay? Now, you find yourself down here more, you're like, I can't. You're like, okay, remember there's that word, can't. You need to get rid of that. Get rid of that in your vocabulary, because what you say that you can't, yeah, you're right, you can't. But when you also say, I can, you're right, you can, right? It's that word, it's those thoughts, it's those words that comes out of your mouth that you speak out. So what you speak becomes true. So remember that, okay? And if you feel like, this isn't helping me, what the hell? I can't raise up. I can't get up there. What the hell do I do? All right, here's what you do. You recognize these? These are the tools. These are the tools and resources that you have at your fingertips. This is what? Your IPA checklist. Income producing activity checklist. This is what you have. This is part of our team only, ladies. Leisha created this for our team only. Our Lex Lips team. That's why we're so freaking successful. You recognize this? This is your why. This has to be close to you, no matter what. Because this is what you've written down at the beginning of that month, the beginning of your journey. This is why you got started. This is why it's close to you. This is why you actually write it down with pen and paper, because it connects. It makes that connection to, why did I start, right? You need that reminder. We need those constant reminders. And as I share with you, ladies, when you're doing your why, if your why doesn't make you cry, it's not your why, okay? I can sit here and I can talk about my why, but if you're just giving yourself surface based on what somebody else wants to see, that's not your why, okay? When I talk about my why, to where I start to talk about my son that's on the spectrum, that talk about my family, talk about my husband, when I start talking about that, I can literally bawl my eyes out. Why? Because it's true. Because that's why I do it. That's why I stand up. That's why I get up every single morning. Is because I want to make sure that my son is not left behind. Oh my God, I don't want to get emotional. I want to make sure that I don't leave my son behind with nothing, okay? I want to make sure that my son that's on the spectrum, that has a special need, that he is set up if something was to ever happen to me, okay? Because that scares the shit out of me. It scares the shit out of me that nothing's going to be prepared or nothing's going to be ready for my son that has nothing, that can't fend for himself because he's on the spectrum. And I'm not putting in any limitations on him, but I just want to make sure that he's set up, right? So that is my why. I get emotional just by touching base by that, but that is my why. If it doesn't make you cry, it's not your why. You need to dig deeper, okay? Dig deeper and know exactly why you're doing this, okay? So there's that, and then guess what? The ending it, affirmations. End it with your affirmations, ladies. There is something about those power thoughts that does something to us. That's like, oh, yes, I got this. Affirmations are your best friend, okay? So these are what I want you to have close to your clipboards, close to you as you are doing your business, on your planner, whatever it is. These are your tickets. These are your tickets to make sure that you actually run this business successfully. Because this is not just a, I'm selling makeup. No, you're building your business. You're building it. So as long as you build that strong foundation within yourself, because you have to be strong enough to carry a team, to lead a team, to be there with your team. So as long as you're doing the work, you have nothing to worry about. You're going to be up there with me. okay? You're going to be up there with us all as directors, because that's what we're doing, ladies. So let me know if you have any questions. I am here, of course, the text message, call, chat, whatever it is. Let me know, because I know this week is a very important week. We're all pushing to get there, and I'm just like so freaking excited because everybody's so close. So let's get this. Let's get this. I love you, ladies. Bye.